The haunting legend of Maruoka Castle begins as the fortress rises from a hill wrapped in fog so persistent that locals named it Casa Mage, the Mist Castle. Even on clear days, a pale veil clings to the stone walls, as if something inside the fortress exhales slowly and endlessly. Centuries of war, tragedy, and whispered curses linger in its beams and corridors. Villagers speak of the castle with the same careful tone reserved for sacred places and haunted ones. Built in 1576 under the order of Shibata Katsutoyo, Maruoka Castle was troubled from the start. No matter how carefully the stones were laid, the walls collapsed again and again, as if the earth itself rejected the structure above it. Desperate, the builders turned to a terrible solution: a human sacrifice to stabilize the foundation. That was when Oshizu stepped forward. A poor, half-blind widow struggling to keep her 2 children alive, she agreed to be buried beneath the stone in exchange for a single promise that one of her sons would be raised as a samurai. Her choice was born of desperation and a mother's fierce hope. But after Oshizu was entombed alive, the lords failed to keep their word. Her children were left destitute, and people soon claimed her betrayed spirit clung to the castle's foundation, sorrowful, furious, and restless. From that moment on, the castle began collecting stories like dew on its walls. One early lord collapsed and died while walking the grounds, with no sign of illness. Official records called it sudden heart failure, but witnesses whispered that he clawed at the air as if strangled by unseen hands. Another tale tells of a guard who heard a woman wailing behind him moments before falling from the tower stairs. Several ruling families lost their heirs at young ages. One 7-year-old boy grew feverish after saying, "The lady in the mist keeps calling me." Later chronicles noted that the castle's sorrow fell hardest on the young. Military records describe battles near Maruoka lost under baffling conditions. In one charge, a seasoned commander froze in place, insisting a pale figure blocked his horse. Others saw nothing, but panic shattered the ranks. In another clash, a sudden fog swallowed entire units, disorienting them and sealing their defeat. The castle's lords often saw their fortunes unravel through invisible hands. Forged letters appeared. Rumors spread overnight. Betrayals emerged with no clear source. One patriarch claimed the accusations against him were whispered by the stones themselves. Another noblewoman descended into madness, insisting voices urged her to confess to crimes she had never committed. Some lords abandoned Maruoka within a year, citing disturbing dreams and relentless unease. One daimyo wrote that the keep felt alive and watching, like a wronged woman waiting for justice. Another fled after seeing a woman's shadow stretch across the moonlit courtyard, though no lantern burned and no figure stood there. Even today, visitors report an oppressive presence within the inner keep. Footsteps echo where no one walks. Cold gathers in still air. And always, the mist returns, thick around the foundation stones, curling like breath from beneath the earth. As the fog drifts across the hilltop, it carries the sorrow of a mother denied peace. On certain nights, when the mist presses close and the world grows quiet, visitors swear they can feel her standing just behind them. Subscribe to Illuminate Stories for more tales where history meets legend and myth becomes reality. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the bell to stay illuminated.